Hey everybody, and welcome to Avon Team Ambition Campaign 24 online meeting. Of course, my name is Kelsey Dunkas, and I am a Gold Ambassador with Avon. Alright, so here is our overview, like we always do. We wanted $5,000 in award sales, and I'm so excited because you guys are just amazing. We did $6,710, all of us together. So I'm so excited about that. I think that's so great. You guys done awesome. Christmas is definitely being good to us. Everybody's Christmas shopping, and we're doing great. So just keep up the great work, everybody. As far as new recruits, we wanted 8, and we only had 3, but we're still growing our team, and that's all that matters. And number of people placing orders, we wanted 30, and we had 24. But you know what? 24 people placed orders, and we still got over $6,000 worth in sales. I will take that any day. Way to go, guys. Y'all are doing great. Welcome new Avon representatives to our team. We have Cara, I hope I'm saying that right, Scarlett, and Kathleen. Top 10 orders. We have Kathy Harrington with 1301. We have Caitlin Martin with 875. We have Deanna with 379. Shelly with 358. Dawn with 355. Denise with 323. Kayla with 219. Michelle with 213. Eden with 176. And Lou Ann with 159. Way to go, guys. Y'all are in the top 10. You should have received your certificates today for doing so great this campaign. But you know what? Even if you don't see your name up here, you will see it up here one day. And I'm so proud of all of our team, guys, because everybody's orders were great. About everybody had orders over $100. So that's just awesome. I can't ask for better. So you guys just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure that your name will be up here soon. Team titles. We haven't had anybody get our, best recruit this campaign. Nobody really recruited this campaign, which is okay. Our team titles still remain the same. We have Deanna, Shanae, and Noe, and Kathy and Caitlin as star promoters, and then we have Michelle and Kayla both as promoters. So way to go, guys. I know somebody is going to be at Silver Ambassador soon, and I just can't wait. Okay, so tonight we also have our coaching call, and I want to welcome Victoria. She is on our team, and she's a new Avon representative. A little bit about her is she is from England, and then she married somebody in our military and is now in Georgia. So that is awesome. She hasn't been with us very long, but she's really great. She's outgoing, and she's ready to work her Avon business. So, hey, Victoria, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
Well, tell me something, Victoria. From us talking earlier, you said that the one thing that you want to fix within your business or overcome is the fear of rejection when giving out your Avon brochures. Is that right?
Absolutely, definitely.
Why do you think it scares you so bad? Why do you think rejection scares you so bad?
I'm not too sure exactly why, but since being here and trying to go to doors and hand out brochures, I've just had a lot of people not slam the doors in my face, and they're not horrible, but mainly they just say, we're not interested, And it's like the other day I went out to about 8 houses. All of them said no. And I walked home and I was crying my eyes out because I was just like, I was expecting at least one person to stop and talk to me, because I made the effort. I made little Christmas bags with all the different brochures, samples, and a little welcome card saying, I'm new to the neighborhood. And not one person wanted to listen to me. So I was a bit disheartened, should I say.
I can see that. That is that's kind of hard to take. I completely understand that. Personally, I've never went door to door, so I don't know exactly how that rejection is, but I have been rejected, when I'm giving out Avon brochures at events.
Yeah.
So I completely understand where you're coming from. It is something that a lot of us representatives face, and we have to overcome. if you don't mind me asking, what were you saying as soon as, you would go up, you knock on the door, and they would answer? What would you say?
Well, I would lift up my brochure so they know I'm not just somebody knocking on their door, and I would say, hello, I'm new to the neighborhood and I am a new Avon representative. I was just wondering if you fancied having a look at our new catalogue. It's got all of our Christmas items in it, and if you have any questions, would you like a catalogue sort of thing? And I pretty much did that with all of them, and yeah, it was just a disaster.
What, you might not think that this has much of a factor, but, what day and what kind of a time were you going and doing this?
I was going, it was just before Ezra's dinner, so it was about probably about 4:45, probably around that time. And the day, oh God, it was probably a Monday.
Okay. Alrighty, well, um, again, I completely understand that. Being rejected is definitely something hard to, take in. It definitely hurts our feelings too. But, as an Avon representative, that's something that we just have to overcome. That's something that
Yeah.
we have to face and learn not to let it get under our skin, because we are going to hear somebody say yes, and that's what we're waiting for. So let me ask you this. If if you could see success in your business in that area, what would it look like?
It would probably look like that I have more confidence in what I'm saying at the door, because when you knock on the door, I was nervous anyway. So it would probably be that I'm a lot more confident in what I'm saying, so they would have a bit more trust in me.
Ah, yes, I do like that. What about, being able to ask anybody and everybody if they would like an Avon brochure, no matter where you are, what time of the day it is, or what you're doing, just being able to walk up to them and
Oh yeah, definitely. But then that's another hurdle. That's a whole nother ball game, because I've not got the confidence. And like as I've said to you before, I went to the hairdressers and I packed up the brochures and then I forgot to take them. And then the whole time I was sat there, I was so scared to even mention that I was an Avon representative.
oh, I can understand that. I sure can. Something about it is, I don't know if you listened to last week's call, but we had Kathy on here, and hers was a little bit different than yours, but still kind of the same. She was still kind of shy, and learning about handing those Avon brochures out, to random people. So, I think something that she said, let's see, um, I forgot where I was going with that, but she has she has the exact same fear. So I mean, I completely
Oh,
understand. Yeah, she doesn't. She's really shy, so she doesn't exactly want to walk up to everybody and ask them if they want an Avon brochure. So and the one thing that I hate about all of us being all over the place is that I can't personally come and help you. But the
yeah.
one thing that I told her is that once you do it a couple times, you get used to it. You completely get used to it, and you just start not to care. And believe it or not, I used to be that exact same person. I used to be so scared to give out those Avon brochures. I was so scared I gave them to my husband, okay, and made my husband do everything for me. Um,
Oh God.
yeah, I did. I would be like, Arthur, do you see that pretty lady over there? She needs an Avon brochure. Yeah, go ahead to her, and he would, and I would just kind of like sit in the background, which I shouldn't have done because it was my business. But you know what? One day, me and him decided that we were going to have a contest and see who could hand out the most, and I won that day. And the best part of it was that after that day, I was not shy to share the Avon brochure with anybody anymore.
That's
So
great.
it's all about getting out of our comfort zone. So what do you think are some things that you can do to overcome your fear of rejection?
Keep doing it. Just
Yeah.
keep doing it. Because I mean, after that day, I go and pick my daughter up from the school crossing, and I walk down the road, And I feel a bit more comfortable with those, around those sort of people, because I mean, I don't speak to them personally, but I've seen them every day. So I walked over there with some brochures on my little boy's pushchair, or his stroller, sorry. And I was stood there and I said, does anybody want an Avon brochure by any chance? I've got new samples and everything like that. And 3 of the women were like, yeah, I'd like to have a look. And one of the guys that was stood there, one of the ladies was like, oh, give this to your mum. So it worked out. It was just, I think it just keep doing it. I mean, obviously the neighbors that said, no, I'm not interested. Okay, they're not interested, but there are other neighbors. I just have to get out and do it again.
Yeah. Well, I completely see that. That's great. Something else that you didn't mention that I would suggest, this is also something that Kathy mentioned, is maybe rehearsing, what you're going to say to your friends or
Oh, yeah.
husband. I think that is something that will really help you within overcoming your fear, knowing what you're gonna say.
Definitely.
I was watching a video the other day that I actually share with you guys sometime this week. It'll pop up in our group. But she was talking about how she used to be this rep who would sit in her car and rehearse what she was going to say, and then as soon as she got in there, she would just completely forget, and then just like drop some brochures off and run out the door. So, I mean, I've been there too. I've done that too. And I used to go to businesses. That's what I did. I walked in, threw them in the door and ran out because I was too scared. But you know what? Even doing that, my business grew so much. So then I realized, well, hey, how much more is this going to grow if I actually talk to these people? This could really help. So I completely understand what you're coming from. We know now that your goals are, to get out there and to keep doing it. Keep going to the door-to-door on your calendar if that's what that's what you prefer to do right now. So, I mean, it's great, and I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear what kind of results you get from doing this, and hopefully that fear of rejection over time is going to go away, and we're going to keep working on it.
Oh, definitely. That'd be great.
The last thing that I'm going to ask you is how soon do you think you're going to put these actions into place we talked about today, to keep doing it and to start rehearsing what you're going to say? How soon are you going to go ahead and put those into your daily activities so that you can grow your business?
Well, probably in the next couple of days, because the kids are off of school. So obviously not Thanksgiving or Black Friday, but over the weekend I can do it. I can do it. And I mean, I've been my husband, obviously we have a Facebook group for the spouses of the place that he's at, and I've written on there saying if anybody would like a catalog, and they've all said, yeah, bring some catalogs in, and my husband will pick one up for me. So I don't buy the catalogs to look at them myself. So
that is exactly right.
I mean, I've got a box of catalogs sat in my washroom, and I'm just like, I mean, I've gone through them a few times. I've given probably about 1 or 2 out to my friends, but they're sat there, so they need to get out. I'm not paying for them to sit there.
There you go. That is
exactly.
that is the kind of that's the kind of attitude we need. You don't pay for those to sit there. I completely understand that. One of my favorite things that somebody I follow said was that we never throw Avon brochures away. If somebody else wants to throw it away, that is fine, but we never throw it away.
No. I've got all the spare catalogs still just sat there. Well, I won't throw them in the bin.
Well, I know that you are, you're going to get out there. I have so much faith in you. You're doing so great already. You did get, your campaign this time was over $100. So you're doing great, and you're definitely growing. So I'm super excited for you, and I can't wait to hear how your journey continues. And thank you for jumping on the call with us tonight and sharing with us some of your challenges that you're facing and how you're going to overcome them.
You're more than welcome, and thank you for inviting me to the call.
All right, well, it's completely up to you. I'm going to finish out our meeting, and if you need to jump off and go do something, you go for it. And if you want to
Okay.
continue listening, you decide what you want to do.
I'll be listening.
All right, sounds good. Well, when I end the call, just stay on there, and then me and you will talk afterwards.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. So, I had mentioned on our Facebook group, I wasn't exactly sure what I needed to talk about. I've gone over so much, and the holidays are coming up, and so I thought I would slow this down a little bit. Of course, you guys, you need to be sharing your brochures, which you know that, and I'm complete faith in you that you're going to. It's Christmas. It is the time to be sharing those brochures. You want people to be buying their gifts from you. So definitely keep sharing your brochures and doing what you're doing, because obviously y'all are all doing awesome. But this week I'm going to give you guys some business tips. My very first one is keep up with your customers, okay? This is very important. Even though you might not think it's important, it really, really is, and let me tell you why. Keeping up with your customers is going to help you every single campaign. You're going to know who placed an order. You're going to know who needs a brochure because they didn't place an order this time. And you're going to know how many brochures you gave this person and how often she or he orders. Excuse me. So keeping up with your customers is very, very critical. It's something that you really need to do. And also, it's going to help you follow up with your customers before your orders go in so that you can grow your orders. And, it's just going to help you all the way around. Personally, what I do is I have a spreadsheet. I have my customer's name, and then I have their phone number, and then a little place for their notes. Every campaign, right after I place my order, now I know who has placed an order and who hasn't. I will go through this sheet, and everybody who did not place an order, I write their name down in a booklet. And then I use my Avon brochures, and I start bagging up brochures enough to go give out to all of these customers that didn't order this campaign. Every campaign, all of my customers get brochures, not just the ones who placed an order. Every single one of them gets a new brochure, and that's how I keep growing my business. For the people that buy Avon online from me, I also keep their names, numbers, and addresses also, but I keep theirs in a separate spreadsheet, and I always mail them brochures as well. You can mail brochures yourself, or mailing brochures yourself is going to cost 4 stamps, but if you use campaign mailer, or there's another one, but I can't really think of it right now, but I think it's consultant something another. But if you use one of those, type in Mail Avon catalog, and I'm sure they'll pop up. Both of those are really good too. So go ahead and be getting those brochures out to your customers every campaign to build those orders. You also, number 2, want to keep up with those potential recruits and their contacts. Anytime that you hear of anybody that's interested in learning more about Avon, if you've talked to them and then you haven't talked to them for a long time, anytime you talk to somebody, their name needs to be wrote down. And what I just mentioned is why. You're going to talk to these people, and they're going to, I'm interested. I can't wait to get started. When can we meet? And then something happens, and you can't meet, and then things just keep happening back to back to back to back to back. And it seems like you can't ever get with this person. Well, things finally cool off. You've let them go for a couple of months. Well, guess what? Today you want to add somebody to your team. So what are you going to open up? You're going to open up that book with all your potential recruits in there. Who has asked you about Avon before? And you can go back to these people. You can go back to them, tell them, hey, now that everything's slowed down a little bit, were you still interested, in making some extra money with Avon? And most of the time they're going to say yes. So keeping up with these potential recruits and your contacts is very, very important. So what I like to do is I buy composition notebooks, and I have like 100 of those suckers in my house. I use those for everything. So that's what I use to keep everybody's name, number, sometimes their address, and then their email address as well. Keep your Avon money separate from your money. I know this sounds so just easy, and you're wondering why I'm even telling you this. But you know what? Some people don't do this, and bad things happen. Okay, I've been that person. I have been that person to where I didn't divide by money, and I spent all my Avon money, and then I had to figure out how I was going to pay off my Avon account. It was a humongous mess. I mean, a big old mess. And now I do a lot better with training my representatives from the start how to manage their money. But, you know, some of you may not have got some of this training that I provide now, now that I've updated my welcome series. So separate your money, okay? When you pay your Avon account off, then the money left over is yours to keep. But until then, keep that money in a separate place and don't spend it until you pay off that Avon account, because you don't want to be in a hard situation. You want to make money with Avon, not go in debt. So that is a really good suggestion. I hope every one of you do that. If not, I hope you will start to, because keeping your money separate is very, very important. I don't want anybody to get in the hole. Organize your weeks, something that I really, really like to do. Most of you guys know how organized I am. I love being organized with everything. That's just, you know, even in my house, everything has its place. Sometimes my kids destroy it, but that's besides the point. I still like everything to be nice and neat, and I know where everything is and where it goes. I'm the same way with my Avon business. I have 2 sheets. I have week 1 and I have week 2. And week 1 is for my order week, and week 2 is my prospecting week. Each week I have different tasks that I have to complete, whether it's with my team or with my order going in. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is for, but that is what I use. If you're interested in seeing that, I will load it up to our group this week. I'm also going to do another video about it, let you guys, you know what I do every week, what I do every month and stuff like that. But being organized about your business and knowing the certain things that you have to do each week is a great, great way to keep your business organized, keep it flowing smoothly, make sure that your to-do list don't get way too big like mine does sometimes. And, you know, it just keeps you motivated about your business. So I strongly encourage those. Keep those receipts for tax purposes. I thought I would share this. I know this is pretty much common sense, but I thought that I would share it because I would tell you guys what I do with my receipts. If you are anything like me, you bring those grocery bags in and you leave that receipt down in a bag and then you throw it all away. And that is horrible. I don't know why I do that, but it is a bad, bad habit. And anytime I have caught myself, I have bought me some ink, and I'm supposed to save that so that I can get it taken off of my taxes. Well, I can't find that receipt because I threw that darn thing away, and now I just can't take it off of my taxes. So what I have done to make this a lot easier, I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought a file folder, and I keep this thing in my car, and I have it labeled. I have gas receipts, ink receipts, miscellaneous, and so forth. And then as soon as I get in the car, I can file that receipt away. And it works so much easier because I know it's not getting thrown in the trash, and I'm putting it away as soon as I get in the car. It takes me like 2 seconds before I crank the car. So I love that. I know there's some other people out there who will also love that idea as well. And also your mileage log. How many of you are really tracking your miles? Whether you are taking your customers' brochures, or whether you are going to an event, or whether you're going to a meeting, or whether you are just going to deliver some orders. Do you track that? Because you should. That is also for tax purposes, and it's super easy to do. I didn't do it for the longest time. I didn't even think about doing it. But then I ran across this mileage log, and I fell in love with it. So now I got a clipboard, and I keep that in my car as well. So as soon as I get in, I can grab the clipboard really quick, jot down my miles, say where I'm going, and then again, 2 seconds, and I'm on my way. And it's just a really, really great way to track your miles. And I am going to give you a little bonus since this week was a little bit different. I didn't actually tell you, tips to grow your business. I'm giving you tips to manage it. I am going to give you one little tip to grow your business, and it's Avon Customer Appreciation Day. I love this. It's also on one of the videos I watched this week. It is where you go into businesses and you give them brochures and samples and, maybe some candy or something. Make up some little goodie bags and go into the business and let them know that it's Avon Customer Appreciation Week, and you just brought these goodie bags in there for all the women that work in that store, that they've been chosen this week, and they're going to feel awesome. It's great. It's a cute little way to get out there, and it's actually a good way, to get out there and feel more comfortable, because you're going into businesses. You're not having to be very direct. You're just going in and telling them that they won something. So it's a lot easier to do. And then, of course, we have your Take the Weekend Challenge. Again, this is a 2-weekend thing. You don't got to get it all done this weekend. You can divide it up. Do some this weekend, do some next weekend, however you want to do it. I do know that Thanksgiving is coming, so go and do your Thanksgiving dinners with all those family members that you hardly ever see. It's a great time to share your Avon brochures, but I hope that you guys love and enjoy your family time and also eat some great food. But getting back to my weekend challenge. Number 1, go buy a notebook to start your master contact list. This is all of your customers, everybody you know, people that you want to maybe share your Avon business with, but you haven't got to yet, anything along those lines. 2, start a spreadsheet or a regular sheet, whatever you prefer to do. Everybody's different. And put all your customers on it with their phone number and their address. I will also say you can even track, how much their orders is. There is a spreadsheet for that as well. I just don't go into that depth about it. I'm pretty good at keeping that in my mind, and I actually, Avon's web office tools will also do that for you, so I don't exactly do that, but you can if you would like to. Number 3, make a plan and organize your weeks. Make you a little list of the things you need to do on your order week and the things you need to do on your non-order week. Number 4, go get a file folder for your receipts to keep in your car. Number 5, go get a clipboard, print a mileage log, and start tracking your mileage. If you have a hard time finding a mileage log, you can easily go to Pinterest and download one, or I can share mine with you as well. And then the bonus was to make up some of those little Avon Customer Appreciation Day goodie bags and keep them in your car. So for some unexpected, maybe you're out at Walmart and you see a lady and you really want to hand her an Avon brochure, have some of those Customer Appreciation Day goodie bags in your car so it's easy, so that you can just walk right up to her and let her know that we're having a Customer Appreciation Day and you just wanted to share this with her. Super simple, super easy, and that's just a little bonus if you decide to do it. Okay, so our Campaign 25 incentives, I did send this out in an email, so I'm going to try to start sending our incentives out as soon as the new campaign starts. It just makes more sense that way. It gives everybody a better chance of knowing what our incentives is and winning. So in Campaign 25, place an order of $200 or more and be entered to win a $20 gift card. And also, if you recruit one new person to your very own Avon team during Campaign 25, you're going to win a mystery gift. So I'm so excited for these incentives. I cannot wait to see who wins. And then, of course, you guys know I always share a quote. Kathy Harrington, again, actually, she has just been a superstar this week. She actually shared this with us, and I just fell in love with it, so I really had to share it tonight. And you know what? This actually goes along with Victoria's coaching call as well. If you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. End is not the end. In fact, end means effort never dies. And if you get a no as an answer, remember, no means next opportunity. So let's be positive. I love that. I'm a positive person. I love being positive, and I think that this is just great. You cannot argue with any of this that is in that quote. So I just love it. I hope you guys love it as much as I do, because I just think it's awesome. Way to go, Kathy, for sharing it. Our campaign 25 goals. We want award sales of $6,000. We want 8 new recruits, and we want 30 people placing orders. I know you guys can do it. You got this. You guys are awesome. You've been doing great. I cannot wait to see campaign 25. Only 2 more campaigns till this year selling season is over and we start brand new. So I cannot wait. Super excited, guys. You guys are just the best. The last thing that I'm going to ask of you guys is, what are you going to do with this information you got tonight, and where does it fit into your schedule next week? I love having these meetings, guys. Sorry I am a little bit off my game today. It's been a very long day, but I still love doing these meetings with you guys. I hope you at least took one thing from this meeting and learned something from it. If you guys need anything at all, you know that I'm here for you, and I hope you guys have a happy, and great Thanksgiving, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you, everybody.